If you are looking for a pre-built PC, Amazon and Newegg are two of the best companies for a gaming PC. So today I will be comparing them and telling you which one is the best company to buy from, and I will also compare them at different budgets. That way, if you are looking for a new pre-built PC, maybe one of these systems is ideal for you, and in that case, if you want to buy one of these PCs, you will have the links to all of them down below in the video description. With that being said, let's start. So with the first budget, we are going to start with $850. And here we have two systems, the Skytech Nebula for Amazon and the AVS Aqua for Newegg. Both of these are going for $850, and the Newegg Aqua has the RTX 4060 for the GPU, i5 13400F for the CPU, 32 gigs of DDR4 memory, and then a 1TB NVMe SSD. Also, it has amazing airflow, so this system is a very good PC for under $1,000. Now, the Skytech Nebula also has amazing airflow. It also comes with the i5 13400F and the RTX 4060 and also a 1TB of SSD. The only difference is that it comes with 16 gigs of RAM and the Newegg version comes with 32 gigs of RAM. So here Newegg wins because you get more RAM and is going for the same price. Now keep in mind that the Newegg system is going on sale right now, so if you're watching this video and it's more expensive, then you may consider the Skytech Nebula, because if both are not at the same price, unless the ABS system is only $20 to $40 more to justify the RAM difference, then it's not going to be worth it. So in this case, for $850, Newegg wins, and in terms of gaming performance, you are going to be getting a 1080p 90 plus FPS on average experience on high to ultra settings, and this is from a test from TechSpot testing very high demanding titles. Then if you jump up to 1440p down the line, you can expect 60 plus FPS on average or even more if you lower the graphics settings too high or if you are not playing the most high demanding AAA titles. So both are going to be amazing PCs for under $1,000, giving you the same gaming performance, but one of them is going to give you 32 gigs of RAM, which is going to be beneficial if you want to do things like streaming, content creation on the side, and productivity work. For the next ones, we have the $1,200 budget, and here for the Amazon version, we have the MSI Codex R2, and then for the Newegg version, we have the BTG Gaming PC. The one from Newegg comes with the same RTX 4060, 32 gigs of RAM, but this time you get a Ryzen 7 5700X. And the airflow, I do not know how to feel about this case in terms of airflow, because I've never seen it before, and honestly I do not know. But the Ryzen 7 5700X and RTX 4060 do not require much cooling, and for that reason I think this is going to be completely fine. And then for Amazon, you get a case with plenty of airflow, and I can guarantee you that you will have no heating issues. And here you get the i5 14400F, which is similar in terms of gaming performance to the Ryzen 7 5700X, but then for the GPU you get the RTX 4060 Ti, which is about 20% faster in terms of performance than the RTX 4060. And in that same test I mentioned before, where the 4060 was able to average 90 FPS on average, 1080p ultra settings in high demanding titles, the 4060 Ti was able to average over 110, and then jumping up in resolution to 1440p resolution, instead of 60 plus FPS on average, you will be getting 78 plus FPS on average. So the difference is actually quite big. For that reason, there's no debate here, the Amazon PC is going to be the better option. But I want to mention one Newegg system that is out of stock right now, and if you find it at this same price while being in stock, then it's going to be the best option out of every PC around this budget. And I'm talking about the same AVS Aqua, but this one is $1,160, so it's cheaper than both of the PCs that I just mentioned. And here you get the RTX 4070 and the i5 13400F. The RTX 4070 is much better than the RTX 4060 and 4060 Ti. You also get 12 gigs of VRAM inside of that GPU, and it's a 1440p beast. If you want to buy a 1440p 240Hz monitor, then this PC is going to be able to handle it with no issue. And you also get 32 gigs of DDR5 memory instead of DDR4. So this is by far the best system, but as I said before, it's out of stock right now, but I will leave the link to it in the video description anyway, in case it comes back in stock at the same price point. Then for around $1,500 we have the Skytech Chronos for Amazon and the AVS Aqua once again from Newegg. The Skytech Chronos comes with the i7 12700 1270F, which is an amazing processor, alongside the RTX 4070, which as I said before is a 1440p beast of a GPU. Then you get a 1TB NVMe SSD, 16 gigs of DDR4 memory, and a 240 all-in-one liquid cooler, which is going to be needed for the i7 12700F because it requires a ton of power. Now, the RTX 4070 on that 12M average at 1440p ultra settings was able to average over 100 FPS at 1440p resolution. And then if you go down to 1080p, you can expect over 140 FPS on average, which is a very high number, and I would recommend you this system for 1440p resolution. But if you have a 1080p monitor and you want to upgrade to 1440p down the line, it's also a very solid option. And then for the Newegg system, we have, as I said before, the AVS Aqua. This one is $1,450, so about $50 cheaper than the Amazon system, and it comes with the i7 13700F and the RTX 4070, which is better because you get a better CPU. However, you do not get an all-in-one liquid cooler, and this cooler is not going to be enough for the i7 13700F, and you may encounter some issues when it comes to your CPU temps. So for that reason, I would recommend you either getting the Amazon system here or upgrading the CPU cooler inside of this system, and that's going to cost you between 60 to 80 bucks, and you will have to upgrade it yourself, which is not the point of a Prebuilt PC. For that reason, I do recommend the Amazon system, but if you're willing to replace the cooler, then this system is going to perform slightly better because you get the i7 13700F instead of the 12700F. And then for the last budget, we have $2,000, and here we have the CyberPower PC from Amazon and the Skytech Eclipse Lite for Newegg. Now, the Skytech Eclipse Lite comes with the i9 14900K, which is one of the best CPUs in the entire market when it comes to both gaming and content creation, and then you get the RTX 4070 Super, which is a 1440p beast. In fact, the 4070 Super is about 15 to 25% faster than the 4070 non-Super, and it's going to give you great performance not only at 1440p but also at 4K resolution, 60 plus FPS on average, especially if you're going to be turning on DLSS, which is the upscaler technology for Nvidia. If you do that, then you will be achieving 70 plus FPS on average, high settings in high demanding titles. But of course, this will depend on the exact title and the settings. Then you get 32 gigs of DDR5 memory and a 1TB Gen 4 SSD. This PC is going for around 1980 bucks. When I'm recording this video, on a huge sale, you end up saving 420 bucks. And then for the CyberPower PC from Amazon, you get the Ryzen 7 7800X3D and the RTX 4070 Ti Super. This is the Ti Super, not the normal 4070 Super, so it's much better in terms of gaming performance, and you get 16 gigs of VRAM instead of 12. There's no debate here, the CyberPower PC is the better option by far because you get a better CPU for gaming, it's actually going to be faster, and you get a much faster GPU. For you to see the difference at 4K resolution in very high demanding titles, the 4070 Ti Super was able to average 68 FPS, and then the 4070 Super was able to average 60 FPS. And this is with no DLSS on. With DLSS on, you can expect 80 plus FPS on average with the 4070 Ti Super, and as I said before, it's a much better future-proof system. Both are around the same price, and in my opinion, Amazon is the best choice here. To give you my final thoughts, there's not one answer. I cannot say Amazon is better or Newegg is better because it will depend on your budget and your needs. As you can see, in some budgets, Amazon is going to be the clear winner, and in others, Newegg is going to win. So really comes down to your budget and needs, but if you have, for example, a $1,200 budget, Amazon is better, and if you have a budget of around $1,000 or below, Newegg is going to be better. Remember, the links to these PCs are going to be down below in the video description, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, it will help the channel a lot. And also, if you want to see the best Prebuilt PC for every budget and every resolution, you will have that video in the top right of the screen. Trust me, some of those deals are actually quite better than some of the deals I've mentioned here today. Thank you guys for watching, thank you for the support, and I will see you on the next one.